So to present that paper, we have our special advisor on environmental and sanitation, Mr. Bola Ilori, who is going to do justice to that paper. And the chairman for the occasion is the head of service Odo, who will moderate the occasion. So let's give our presenter a round of applause, please.
That's political. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let me start by just thanking God and thanking everybody for giving us this opportunity to speak. We'll try to rush as much as we can, knowing the wonderful nexus between Pandemia and sleeping. We'll not begin to sleep. We are here, as he suggests, about regional integration. And I want to say that South Plateau, whomever might have conceived the notion of Southwest Head of Service meeting, they are really doing a whole lot of job on regional integration. And I'm sure that that's what late Sage preached very well, which is about putting all of us together. We are one, we are Yorubas. In fact, I represent the totality of what the best example of regional integration. I've had the opportunity of being the chairman, local government in Lagos. I've been head of KAI in Lagos. I've been senior special assistant to Governor Tinubu on environment. I also consult for Ministry of Environment Lagos on waste webs and recycling. I've also been SSA to Governor Bibiko, the current one, on environment. I was chairman of the simplification committee. We designed some of those stuff that is in the state. Before coming here, here I am now, taking environment. So if there is anybody, a special advisor to the governor of the state of Osun on environment, the special advisor in Osun is different from other places. In Osun, the special advisor here is actually a commissioner. We earn the same thing, use the same car. We are in the cabinet together, but since you cannot have 40-something commissioners, you have special advisor and you have a commissioner. And I'm an old woman with tribal marks. So I have like that now. You know, that's the whole spirit around what you are doing. I epitomize what you are trying to preach, regardless of our political coloration. All those places I have served at political level are different political parties, and I've served there without, and I have every reason to say that one is proud, you know, of that. Osun was created in 1991. Don't let us bore ourselves with that because of sleeping. Just let's go to core issues. When we came, when the state was created, you don't just have to accept let's run on to where we met. What we met, really, you don't have any clear-cut policy direction on environmental issues by the time we came. In fact, we realized that for the past decade, we've never had environmental sanitation be like we have in other places in the state of Osun. And that was a situation we met. We just have 3 skip-eaters, which they have. Dumping of refuse was never seen as any serious thing. It's just a normal way of life. You know, we met that people dump it. In fact, there was this particular refuse dump that we had issues with. It's called Oleyo. Oleyo is somewhere around Osogbo here. And when we wanted to cancel the heap there, they said it's an historical one that that one of us, when the mother was going to his husband's, her husband's house, swept the compound and dumped the refuse there. Now, for that reason, it's taken traditionally that that place must forever you know, but we moved past that. But that was the situation. We have to really convince the people that come. We can change this place to a football playing ground and still name it that Oleyo playing field. It's still the same thing. We are not carrying away the land. We are just taking. We are relocating the refuse to where they properly belong, and that's dump site. You know, river channels there, they just flow as they choose. filthy, the three people the past was filthy, deplorable, and unhygienic. That was the situation we met. Channelization would never feature here for more than a decade. You know, the waters there is a saying here, which we also met, very, very funny one, that Okoko is a stream, you know, is a river. But because it was never channelized, it covers such a large space that people believe that it's going to turn to the lagoon. But we've dealt with that river now. It's not going to become a lagoon in any nearest future. This used to be what we have, it's trying to move. But this has disappeared now. Move on. So it was when we met that we came up with our policy trust, which was the Oakley roll-up. The Oakley was actually based on the following principle. I'll just run over it. You know, it's a clean up, makeover of Osun State environment and tenement, the magnitude of which has never been witnessed in any part of Nigeria. What did we do? Because of the nature of the environmental situation we met, 90 days of environmental sanitation, environmental emergency was declared. I know no state has ever done that till date, and it really necessitated an emergency because it was bad. Cholera used to be 3 for 10 naira, and that was the situation that we met. So we had to be doing sanitation practically every day. I mean, that's the situation. Those are facts of history. Well, I mean, we may not like it, but it's our history. That was what we met. And most of the people who have been in the environment family for a long time, maybe Mr. Safu, who know that Osun is a prominent center when it comes to issue of social physiology based on sanitation issues. So that's what we met. So we started on Wednesdays. We will have cleaning bush veggies. You know, we clean the veggies and the drains and all of that. On Thursday, we introduce market sanitation. On Friday, every civil servant will join them by the then HOS that had retired now. And we're having like that. On Saturday, we have neighborhood cleaning. So it was every day there is one sanitation or the other for those 90 days. In fact, we have to make it to be 110 days at the end of it. We also designed as part of our own framework that we want to introduce polluter pay principle. The second key thing we introduced under the Oakley, which is our own blueprint on the environment, is that we want our Oakley to be community driven and to begin to correct the impression that government does everything philosophy, which many Nigerians, you know, has made a major challenge in environmental management. So we started and we gathered all the stakeholders together. We are still meeting today. We still have another Oakley meeting even when I finish this meeting. And it consists of market women, Okada riders, NGOs, environmental health officers, top flight civil servants, and other people who are in the environment business. So we are introducing polluter pay principle. We are also introducing farm sanctions against defaulters, you know, to send the message of seriousness of the new administration on sanitation issues. Before we came, enforcement of sanitation was not just a major forte around here. Because people believe that, but you can never succeed doing that when it comes to issue of environment. Also from the background I'm coming from, I've had reason to really be frontal in Lagos in my days in Kano. And if I now have a challenge of managing environment in a place like this, then you have no other option than to fall back on experience and know that you have to be fair but be very fair with the people. So we also try to promote physical participation of key actors of government. You know, it's not just about outsiders doing sanitation when the government officials are busy sleeping. I remember that in Lagos, I'm sorry to be saying Lagos. I mean, Lagos is the pride of the entire black race. It's not just Nigeria or Yoruba. Whatever we make of Lagos is what the black man represents in the world. That is our best leg for now. So, looking at the experience of, and we are proud of that. Let me say that in Osun, we are very, 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 very proud of Lagos, you know, because it's giving a whole lot to the black race. So, in doing all of that, we realize that yes, those who are even the key actors must themselves, they are the governor, deputy governor, the entire expo are involved in some of these issues. That and the whole lot of what we are doing, because I have the share here on show Akpanara, which is still back to our central OES, and it's the nexus we have with all what we do. In creating the OES, we have particular thing in mind, the share on show, and that's run as a thread in all other programs. I can say this because I happen to be one of those who are involved in drawing up the policy of the government as it is. So that nexus runs across major all of our stuff. That's the empty governor there in the drain. That is at Ife. We came up with what our mission should be to engender and area the environment through systemic application of community mobilization, volunteering. Other best practices in waste, flood, vegetation management for Osun State to attain refugee standards, sanitation, investigation, and forest resources. We put this together. That was we were still not being addressed as a state of Osun then. So we are taking it out of the detail, how it was initially conceptualized. Our division to be the cleanest state in Nigeria, you know, and the reference point is befitting sustainable environment that is conducive for business and residents' welfare in the country. For us, that is an agenda to be the cleanest, and we have been trying our bit, you know, as within our resources, and we are happy that we can say we are not doing badly with no fear of serious contradiction. So, when we finished the 90 days, the emergency, we just had this, we created a sustainable part was to create an agency, an authority that would, of course, sustain what we are doing. Emergency cannot last forever. So we created Osun Waste Management Authority, which is patterned out after that of Lagos, which is normal. The Lagos pattern is what we adopted, and these are things that we've been able to achieve with OMA. Don't let me waste our time with that. You know, we've done our trucks, we've done a whole number of things. Let's move on so that we don't. That's the Aloja General for sure. That's the local government chairman there. That's myself. That man will later become the general manager of the OMA we created. But as of those times, he was not a general manager, he was just a participating person. That's the empty government there. That's other people, you know, eradicating some dog around there.